As a freedom fighter, I would like to remind you that the key objective to establish a Bangladesh is to establish a secular society, democracy, and rights for every religious people, equal rights. But nowadays, in current situation, if we analyze what we find, that Yunus government set up with international conspiracy and local anti-liberation forces who were defeated in 1971, like Pakistan, they conspired to remove a democratically elected government of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and install Dr. Yunus. And as I mentioned, he has become a prophet of violence. When Sheikh Hasina was removed from the government, international organization recognized that Bangladesh is a role model for economic development. There was peace and harmony in the society. And from the presentation of POG, we can find out there was no human rights in Bangladesh. Yunus is the prophet of human rights violation. If I just summarize few points presented by POG, is that 3,200 police officers were killed. And Yunus introducing an ordinance, indemnity ordinance, so that the killers of those police officers cannot be put on trial. And in one precinct, 400 police precincts were attacked by this mob. And one of the precincts was in district of Shirazganj. They burned alive 17 police officers, including a pregnant woman who begged for her life. So all these 17 people were burned into death. And Yunus put an ordinance that no trial could be done, the killers of this police officer. Rape, Priyojit mentioned rape. No woman is safe in Bangladesh under the rule of Dr. Yunus. Not only they were not safe in the street, they are not even safe in their own house. So number of rapes increases astronomically in Bangladesh under Dr. Yunus government. And the mob violence in this current world, there is no mob killing in any country of the world. But in Bangladesh, Yunus, being a Nobel laureate, he is encouraging the mob killing. Priyojit mentioned about 670 something people were killed by mob violence. And they are who? They are political leaders, members of the parliament, journalists, common people. You just mentioned that he is a supporter of Sheikh Hasina's regime, and people can kill him or her. So this is the mob violence introduced by Dr. Yunus, and in the last 13 months, he never criticized this mob violence. Rather, he is encouraging this. And after any incident, he would blame that because of the previous government, people are unhappy, they were angry, that's why they're doing the mob violence. In this world, mob violence is not acceptable at all. But who is doing this? Dr. Yunus, supported by Western countries, so-called countries, those who claim that they believe in zero tolerance of religious violence, but they are supporting Dr. Yunus government. And how Yunus came to power? I can give some statistics. Donald Trump, President of the United States, he claimed that in February that one US agency, USAID, donated $29 million in Bangladesh to topple Sheikh Hasina's government. And $21 million came through India. So from one agency, US agency, in 1 year, $50 million were invested to remove Sheikh Hasina's government and install Dr. Muhammad Yunus, and who is the current head of the government. And I read somewhere that last 15 years, more than $200 million were invested in Bangladesh to topple Sheikh Hasina's government and install Dr. Yunus. So these are the characters of Western governments. So if we became silent after knowing all these things, it will be disservice to the principle we say we believe in, that zero tolerance to mob violence or terrorism. That's a hypocrisy. So today I came to this forum just one day's notice. I was passing through this area, and I would like to draw your attention to the world media, world community, that Yunus is a devil. He is a corrupt, he is a human rights violator, and West installed him to destroy Bangladesh. The country who was recognized by Western media, financial institutions like IMF, World Bank, that Bangladesh is a role model for development. Yunus has converted this peaceful country into a failed state. Yunus has transformed this country. Is a place for the terrorists, religious fundamentalist terrorists. Yunus came to power. Immediately he released members of all these religious groups which were banned in many foreign countries, but he freed leaders of those religious fundamentalists from terrorism. They claim that they are part of Taliban, they are part of Al Qaeda. These are the people. New York Times made a headline that Yunus is promoting these religious fundamentalists, and unfortunately, he is supported by some superpower, those who believe that they are the savior of democracy, they are the savior of human rights, they are the savior of, they are the supporter of those who are working against terrorists. But in fact, they are supporting terrorism by supporting Dr. Yunus. So I'm not prepared to make a presentation extempo. I express my feelings, my analysis, because I'm a freedom fighter of Bangladesh. 55 years, when I was 21 years old, I was a student. I participated in the war, and I took risk of my life to establish this country so that there will be democracy, there will be no rights violation, there will be secular society, there will be protection of all the religions, Hindu, Buddhist, Christian, Muslim. Unfortunately, I have to say in my lifetime that Bangladesh has transformed into a proxy battleground of superpower, is going to be a proxy battleground of superpower in the region and also international. I did not expect that I have to see this. So my appeal to the international community, that please be vocal, please raise your voice, that but people of Bangladesh, they are also human beings like just any other human being. But their life is at risk, their life has no values. The mobocracy of Dr. Yunus, killing innocent people, hundreds of journalists were in prison, and many intellectuals, my friends, writers, novelists, journalists, they were given false murder case just to keep them in the prison. Because there is a clause in penal code in Bangladesh that if you have a murder case, no bail. That's why even against the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, more than 300 murder cases was given against her. and many of my friends who was writer, innocent people, even the national heroes like cricket player and also best singer, best actress, actor, they were given murder case. And one of the cricket national hero who was playing in the foreign countries, he was given a murder case against him when he was playing for the country in foreign countries. So these are the, I can go on and on. These are the example of human rights violation of Dr. Yunus, supported by Western countries, and millions of people already has become victims. So thank you for giving the floor and listening to me. My speech was not well organized, but I hope you will take it home that Bangladesh is in trouble. Bangladesh people, innocent people are suffering under Dr. Yunus, who is supported by Western countries. Thank you, Dhanawad.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nadi, for your brief presentation. You know, the purpose of creating the Forum on Intercultural and Interreligious Dialogue is to give victim a voice. We are here to listen and find perspective and the solution.